I was on my way to find cactus blossoms, but first, baby coyotes. Sorry about the traffic noise, but these guys were right beside the busy highway just outside the city limits. But I just had to stop when I saw them. I mean, baby coyotes. You gotta pull over and try to take some pictures. Mum wasn't too impressed though. Kinda don't blame her. But on this lovely morning, I was on my way further east. Of course, I had to stop by a slough. I saw these phalaropes hunting for bugs. And just up the road, a stilt was walking around. I think there was babies close by, but I didn't see them. The Red Deer River was running a little bit high. Snow was melting in the mountains, and it's making its way down onto the prairie. Found a freshwater clamshell right there, too. And speargrass. But I was looking for pokier things. So I passed the newly renovated grain elevator at Dorothy and pulled off onto a side road down in the river valley. Clouds were beginning to roll in, but the cactus, it was in full bloom. These are prickly pear cactus. They're pretty common here in the Badlands and all the way across the prairies. And in fact, from here all the way down to Mexico. I love those big papery blossoms. And at this time of year, you can find them all over the prairie. I stuck around this patch for a little bit and then went up onto the flatlands to look for more. I ended up here at Little Fish Lake. And I hung around. There was hardly any water in this place last time I was here. Now there's pelicans, there's terns, there's gulls flying all over the place. Around some of the islands, there were even cormorants. Yeah, quite a surprise. And no other people at all. These gulls were absolutely fearless. I was lying on the sand on the beach just watching them through my long lens, and they were flying almost right up to me. This is the first time I've been to this lake this year. I guess maybe there was more snow and more rain through the spring. The countryside around it was absolutely lush. Gotta love that. I left the lake behind and started heading back toward the river valley at Dorothy, but I had to stop for these Gilardia, or blanket flowers. So gorgeous. But as I headed west, I could see there were clouds building up on the horizon. I found these antelope, though. Had to stop for them. I'd noticed a few mosquitoes back by the lake and when I was photographing the cactus, but these guys seemed to be getting really plagued by them. I was more bothered by the clouds that were building up. Something was definitely coming in from the southwest. It had been a beautiful, warm, sunny day, but now things were, well, they were changing pretty quickly. I found another pair of antelope bouncing across a field with some pretty nasty-looking clouds above. And as I continued on west, well, this happened. That's the waters of Sever Dam churning in the wind. Fortunately, though, it didn't last long, and well, the sun didn't quite break through, but those beautiful mammatus clouds did. Yeah, it had been quite a gorgeous day. Cactus, storms, and baby coyotes. Man, I love southern Alberta.